if you're encountering resistance to your team, you're not the only one. I've been there many times. One of the times I engaged with a client that jumps to mind, I turned up. I wouldn't say unwelcome, but I was ignored, right? Because I was the guy, and I was put out as the guy who was going to fix the team. And I get it. I get that they didn't want to talk to me, because to talk to me was an admission that what they were doing was broken. And it worked, kind of. Now, could it be better? Yes, of course it could. We're humans. We're not perfect. Everything can be improved. Maybe only a little bit, but it can be improved. When I looked at this team and I looked at how they were working and I started talking to people, I came to a realization very quickly. They didn't know what they were doing. They were using the right words for Scrum in interesting ways. And in different ways. Across the whole team, they had different ideas of what meetings were called, what they were for, what their purposes were for. And this was causing some issues. To give you an idea, I started, and on the day that I started, I was told on the same day, it was sprint planning, it was the review, it was the retrospective, and I think I was given 3 different sprint numbers from within the same team. It was clear there was a lot of miscommunication. So without pausing the team, because that wasn't an option, how do we solve it? Well, we begin by training. So we introduced a very simple training course to bring everybody up to speed, to get them to use the same language to mean the same things. Now, I'm not precious enough to say you have to use the Scrum language. Use the language that your team understands. Find that way forwards. And once we had that common ground, once we had that common understanding, things fell into place in quite a straightforward manner. There were people more experienced, there were people with higher potentials. How I approached those was each as an individual. Some were coached, some were mentored. Some I consulted with, and I just sat down and explained how to do the problems and let them do it. And they went on over a period of 3 months. They stabilized the team, the consistency. They were able to deliver what they said they were going to, right? They were able to become consistent. And then we could look at making them faster. No company has ever turned around to me and said, they're really bad, but can you make them faster? They have said they don't do what they say they will. We can't depend on them. Can you get them dependable? Can you find a way where what they say they do? And then afterwards we can work faster. And the fast is easy if everybody's going in the same direction.